In this video, let's understand CDMA using MATLAB simulations. So this is a familiar depiction of a multi-point link over here. This is a common channel, and CDMA, code division multiple access, is basically a technique which allows this channel to be simultaneously used by 4 stations and multiple stations: station 1, station 2, station 3 and station 4 in this case, in this example. And from the diagram we can see that the bit that station 1 wants to send, it is represented by D1. Likewise station 2, that bit is represented by D2. And we know that D1 basically waveforms here. So a quick overview of what these waveforms are. Basically here's a waveform. This is the time axis, and starting from 0 going all the way to 10. Let's assume they are seconds. So you can see that 0 to 1, the first second, this waveform corresponds to station 1. Station 1, assuming that station 1 has this data to send. That's the reason station 1 in the first second, he is sending a -1, a pulse of -1. So he is trying to send a data of 0 over here. And likewise in the second between this interval, he doesn't have, the station 1 doesn't have anything to send. That's why he's idle. So he's silent basically. So let's represent it by S. Like similarly we can see the station between 2 and 3, the 2 and 3 seconds, he is sending a waveform of +1 amplitude. So basically he has data 1 to be sent, and likewise he has 1 to send, and like here he's silent, he has nothing to send. He has 1 to send here, then silent here, and then he has 0 to send, he's sending 0, and likewise here it can be represented as 1. And similarly this waveform is the data sent by station number 2, and likewise similarly this is station 3 and this is station 4. So let us assume they have this pulse trains to send, and now when all of them are simultaneously accessing the channel, all the station 1, station 2, station 3 and station 4, we know these waveforms are put onto the channel, that is the multi-point link. Then what will happen is all this will get added, they'll get added. So they get added, and this waveform is basically the combined waveform, representation of the combined waveform on the channel. This is the combined data or the waveform on the channel. You can see that you have -1, then -1, -2, then this is 0, then +1. So resultant is -1. So that is what is represented in this time interval. So likewise each of those are added, and this waveform is the combined waveform that will be there on the channel, that will be sent on the channel. Now if you observe this waveform, any station which receives this waveform, now it will be difficult for the station, or rather impossible for the station, to correctly find out which station has sent what, because this is a combined data now. It is a combined waveform, and it basically has the data corresponding, or the waveform corresponding to station 1, station 2 and station 3 and station 4 as well. Now the receiver, whoever receives this, he does not know who has contributed what. He has just received -1, and this -1 could have come because of so many combinations. It would have been just one station, one of the stations had 0 to send and all the others were 0. That could be one case. And again inside that, which was the station that had 0 to be sent, he doesn't know. So without this cannot be, now the data cannot be extracted in a correct fashion now. That's the problem now. That's the problem. Because of that, now CDMA solves this problem. So CDMA is a technique that will solve this problem. Let's get to CDMA. What CDMA says? CDMA says that each of those stations, if you observe in the previous slide, each of these stations, station 1, station 2, station 3 and station 4, if you observe, all of them are using the same waveform. So for example, whenever they want to send 0, they use a pulse with amplitude which is -1. So likewise, this guy is also using a pulse with amplitude -1. And similarly, you can see 3 also will use -1 somewhere. So he had, he had 0 to send, that's why using -1. So rather, what all the 4 stations are using common pulses over here. For example, whenever they want to send a 1, they use a pulse of +1. And whenever they want to send a 0, so they are using a -1. Whenever they want to send a 0, they are using -1, all the 4 stations. Because of which, this waveform, it is very difficult to kind of extract the individual data from this combined waveform. Now, what CDMA does is, CDMA says, for example, station, this is for station 1, this is for station 2, this is for station 3, and this is for station 4. What CDMA says is that the pulse between 0 and 1, so we are just focusing on the pulse, one pulse basically for 0 to 1 for one interval. So it says let one station use the +1, and the other stations, for example 2, now he should not use the flat plus ones. He should use a distinct waveform to transmit 1. So in this case, if you observe this time interval 0 to 1, it is broken into 4 slots. These are called as chips. These are called as chips. 4 chips are there, and it is saying if we want to represent this chip sequence in numbers, it is basically saying use chips as +1, -1, +1, and -1. And for station 2, CDMA is saying use chips +1, then +1, -1, -1. Likewise, for station 4, it is saying use +1, -1, -1, +1. And then coming back to the station 1, in fact, it is saying that use chips +1, +1, +1, and +1. So you can see that CDMA, what it has done is, for each of the stations, it has given a different waveforms, or rather, they are also called as codes actually. So if you just look at this, if you represent it as in a vector form as 1, 1, 1, 1, so this is called as code. If you represent the same thing, if you represent it as these things, it is called as sequences or chip sequences, chips. So what CDMA has done is, CDMA has given a different code or a chip sequence for each of the stations. Whenever they want to send a 1, they should use their code and send these sequences or chip sequences, these things. So this is for whenever they want to send 1. Likewise, here you can see whenever they want to send a 0, the CDMA has said that use these chip sequences, or in other words, you can see the negative of this. So all this +1, +1, +1 have been converted to -1, -1, -1, -1. And likewise here you can see, so for the station 2, it was +1, -1, +1, -1, and you can see this is the negative of this. So it starts with -1, that is these have been all negated. -1, -1 becomes +1, and +1 becomes -1, and -1 becomes +1. So rather it's like they are just the negative versions of this, and likewise this and this are the negative versions, and this and these are the negative versions. So what is CDMA saying? CDMA is saying that the stations, whenever they want to send 0, just use the codes themselves, but multiply them with -1 and send the code for 0. Or in other words, if we want to combine these all representations, if we say D, for example, D1 is the bit that station 1 wants to send. So what is saying is C1 is the code that has been given. C1 in this case is this code. So he's saying that multiply the code with D1 and send this rather than just the D. So previously what was happening, the station was in the previous case or the original case, the station was just transmitting the D as it is. Here it was sending -1, D1 was -1, so it was sending just -1, and this guy also was sending D2 was -1 again, he was just sending -1 here. So rather here what is happening is all these waveforms now can be represented by just the variables like this. So if D is positive, it just sends C1. If D1 is negative, then the negative C1 is sent. So likewise, it is asking the station 2 to use D2 into C2, and station 3 as D3 into C3, and this one as D4 into C4. So instead of data or the data pulses directly being put on the channel, it's each of the stations should use the respective codes, multiply the D with the code and send it. So these are the waveforms that will go across. Okay, fine. So with that with that background, now if you observe, so what is happening for the station 1? This is station 1 waveform, this is station 2 waveform, this is station 3 waveform, and this is station 4. Now if you observe, in fact for station 1, let's leave the station 1, let's look at the station 2. Station 2 original waveforms are in red color here, all those reds. So instead of the original one, that is the -1 for total 1 second, so the CDMA code that is in blue waveform, this will be sent. The chip sequence which is in dashed blue, that will be sent. Likewise, instead of the red flat pulse, the blue dashes will be sent. Likewise, instead of this say +1, original +1, this waveform will be sent. So similarly, you can see for station 3 also, the blue represents what is actually sent because of CDMA. Similarly for 4, in fact for 1, it will be the same. The original one and the CDMA pulse train will be the same. Okay, with that in mind, so CDMA, now we know this is what station 1 is sending using the code. This is what station 2 is sending. This is what station 3 is sending, and this is what station 4 is sending. And when they send it simultaneously, and this is what will happen in the combined channel, or in the channel combined data, combined pulse sequence will look like this. Now what is happening basically in the first interval, this plus this plus this plus this, if you add it, this is the waveform that we will get, and this is the waveform now that the receiver will receive, and this is a combined waveform. It has the data corresponding to all the 4 stations. Now the receiver should have a mechanism, or CDMA should allow a mechanism through which the receiver can extract whatever data he wants. If he wants to extract the data corresponding to 1, he should be able to extract. If he wants data corresponding to 2, he should be able to extract from here. Likewise 3, he should be extract, and 4 also he should be able to extract. Let's see how he extracts it. Yeah, now this is the combined waveform. In fact, we have the combined waveform, combined data, or the pulse sequence here. What the stations do, or whoever receives it, if he wants to extract data corresponding to number 1, what he does is he just takes the waveform, he takes this waveform and multiplies it with in fact this waveform, if you mathematically want to represent it, it is a combination of D1 C1 plus D2 C2 plus D3 C3 plus D4 C4. Now what this receiver does is, if he wants to extract just the data corresponding to the station 1, he takes this combined data and then just multiplies it with the code of, or he does a dot product of the combined data with the code of C1. So basically we can see here that this waveform corresponds to the combined data into the chip sequence of station 1. So when he does that, this is the waveform we will get. We are not doing a dot product here, it's just the multiplication. We will do the dot product in the next step. And likewise, this is the waveform corresponding to number, if you wants to extract the data corresponding to number 2. And likewise number 3, number 4. So that is basically using this combined data waveform, multiplying it with code sequence, chip sequence 2 will give us this waveform. Chip sequence 3 will give us this waveform. Chip sequence 4 multiplied with sequence 4 will give us this waveform. Now we should observe carefully. So after multiplying, we need to calculate the area under this waveform. It's nothing but the dot product of two waveforms is basically multiplication of those waveforms and integrate it over the time period. So integrating is nothing but calculating the area under this. So if you observe carefully, so area, if we assume each chip to be of say unit area, so we have 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, and then this is at minus 3, minus 5, and then this small unit which is onto the positive side, so we have plus 1. So totally we have minus 4 effective area over here in this case. So minus 4 area indicates, whenever it is minus, it indicates the station has sent 0. And likewise, if you observe on this side, on the next area, so you can see this is plus 2 units, and again minus 2 units, and then plus 2 units. It cancels off, the area is 0, which indicates the station was silent. Similarly, the things can be calculated. Similarly, the area for each of them can be computed, and then the data can be, based on the area or the result of the integration, what data has been sent can be predicted. So looking at the next sequence here, or the next slide, we see that all those areas have been, from the previous slide, areas have been calculated and the areas has been plotted in MATLAB over here. For example, first case area is minus 4, which indicates that station 1. So from the combined data waveform, we have figured out that station 1 has sent 0 for the first second, and then he was silent here. He sent 1 here, then he sent 1 because of you can see, because the area is positive, area is 0 here, indicating that he was silent here, he sent a 1 here, he was silent here, he sent a 0 here, and he again sent a 1 here. Similarly, you can see the station 2, station 3 and station 4, what they have sent, we can extract it from the combined data. So how can we extract it? Here it has sent 0, here sent 0, here sent a 1, he remained silent, he sent a 1, he sent a 0, he sent a 1, he sent a 0, 0, 0. Then this remained silent, he sent a 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 0, then 1. And here again 1, silent, 1, 0, 1, 1, silent, 0, 1, and then 0. This is how CDMA allows us to successfully extract the combined data. Whoever receives the combined data, he can successfully extract the data sequences corresponding to each of those stations. Whichever he wants, he can extract the data corresponding to those stations. This is how CDMA has allowed multiple stations to access the same link simultaneously. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you. See you in the next videos.